Russian Doll Season 3 Everything We Know. After accompanying Nadia and Alan on two separate journeys through time in the most recent installment, it left me wondering what could potentially be in store for them in Season 3, so I thought I'd take a look at what could possibly happen in Season 3 of the show. So let's theorize. Here is Russian Doll Season 3 Everything We Know. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. The release date. When looking back at the time frame between Season 1 and Season 2, it was a very long wait, 2019 until 2022, so 3 years, which is quite a while, especially for a show that only has 7 episodes with a runtime of 30 minutes. I think this was likely due to the coronavirus pandemic grinding production to a halt, but even still it took a lot longer than many others. I don't think that the showrunners would want to wait that long again now that they're in more of a normal world. Natasha, who plays Nadia, who is the show's creator, admitted that the vision that she had for the show was 3 seasons when it was pitched to Netflix, so I feel that she'll want to finish the project that she started as planned, and Netflix won't want to stop the show before its final season, especially considering it brings in relative success for the platform. I think now that we're operating almost how we used to be and timelines are going back to what they originally were, of around a year between each season, I think we can expect to see this show land on Netflix next year in April, so spring 2023. The cast. In terms of the cast, I think it's safe to assume that most of the main characters will be returning to the show. It's a relatively intimate cast, so I think we'll see Nadia return, Alan return, and Maxine definitely return. We may get flashbacks or glimpses of Ruth, and maybe even the younger versions will appear if they decide to go down the path of time travel again, but I think it's relatively unlikely. I also think we may get 1 or 2 more introductions into the world, but only a couple if any. The story. This is an interesting one, because Season 1 and Season 2 of Russian Doll were completely different in the sense that they focused on 2 different problems, but they had one thing in common, and that was time. The first focused on living in the present day and living the same day over and over again. Season 2 focused on going back in time with the objective of trying to change your present day, which leads me to think that Season 3 will focus on Nadia going into the future. The 3 paths of time: past, present, and future. Maybe she'll take a look at the person she became, or maybe she'll see some horrific events and try to change them in the present day. But as we saw in Season 2, no matter what you do in the past, it's unavoidable. So one would imagine that the same would relate to the present day when you're trying to impact your future. Either way, I do somewhat think that the future will be the main focus. It would be a miss if they didn't, and the way that they executed going into the past so well in terms of visual appearances of characters, consistency of the story, and just pure ease of transitioning through time, I feel they'd be able to make it just as much of a success focusing on the future. Unfortunately for now, that's all that's known about Russian Doll Season 3. I'm sure more information will be released as time goes on. What did you think of Season 2? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.